two big-time quarterbacks going at it. One of them won 4 MVPs, and the other one is making his own way. This is a big-time game.
Pressure coming, picked it up, inside, Pratt's got it, at the 10, to the end zone.
They stayed resilient, stayed together, and we did what we needed to do in all 3 phases.
Got it, man caught, ball loose on the ground, and there is your dagger.
Every week the objective is to go 1-0, man. Let's keep chopping this tree down, bro. Back on 3, 1, 2, 3. Right.
Hey everyone, welcome to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur, presented by Software One. Larry McCarren along with the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And Matt, this week the Carolina Panthers come to town. More on that later, but first I want to talk about that big win over the Steelers. And going into the game, the storyline, Aaron Rodgers facing his former team. Going out of the game, the storyline, Jordan Love. How'd you like his game?
Oh, he played outstanding. I thought he was really consistent, and he showed great leadership and poise throughout the course of the game, and I think that really propelled us, especially in the second half.
Speaking of which, could you fill in the blank? In the second half, we had a big turnaround, and it was due to what? You outscored them, what, 28-9?
Guys doing their job, and that's really what it boiled down to, because I think really in both halves we had opportunities to capitalize on, and in the first half we didn't make them. In the second half we did, and that was the big difference right there.
Second half, it seemed like you guys grabbed the game by the throat and wouldn't let go, and the really cool part was all 3 phases participated. Everybody got it done.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought all 3 phases defensively. I know we had 3 3-and-outs, plus the forced fumble, the turnover right there. On special teams, our coverage units were outstanding, just kind of limiting their ability to return the ball on those kickoff returns. And then offensively, we were able to string some drives together, convert some third downs that were so hard to do in the first half, and put the ball in the end zone.
Interesting stat I saw on ESPN, who has the money to pay people to do the counting. I don't trust myself, but you guys had 244 yards after the catch. My question, how much of that is just good old-fashioned want-to?
I think a lot of it, especially when you watch a guy like Tucker Kraft rumble with the football and his ability to break tackles. It takes everybody in regards to doing that. It takes the perfect ball placement, and it takes guys being able to break tackles. And I think we had over 15 broken tackles in the game, and that's just great effort.
Speaking of Tucker, he celebrated National Tight Ends Day, which is kind of an interesting concept. He celebrated with 7 catches, 143 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Matt, watching him play, I get the sense he really likes his stuff.
Yeah, he sure does. He plays the game the right way, and both touchdowns, the first one, he got great blocking on the perimeter by Christian Watson and Malik Heath. And on the second one, I thought Romeo Doubs did a heck of a job of setting up that choice route for him by his ability to get off the football, and it kind of put the defender in a bind. Tuck pressed the defender and broke inside, and Jordan gave him the perfect ball, and he was able to do the rest.
You did get Christian Watson back, and his presence was certainly felt, but his first catch was a little 5-yarder on the second play of the game. Was that kind of by design to let him get his footing a little bit before you ask him to do bigger and better things?
Well, actually on the first play of the game, we had a run-pass can where we were going to take a shot down the field if we got the look. We just didn't get the look. So the second play was, a little stick concept, and he was the innermost, so he went to the flat, and he did a good job of executing that play.
The 2-pointer to Romeo Doubs. Now the defense does not have a whole lot of field to cover down there, and yet Romeo, nobody is in the same area code. Does the scheme get a couple of pluses on that play?
Well, it also helps when they only have 10 guys on defense, Larry. So
Really?
Yeah.
Only
So
10
they have
guys.
a big mistake by them. But yeah, that's a play that we've worked for a long time, anticipating man coverage, and we've done a pretty good job of executing that play.
We all know Aaron Rodgers can take over a game. We've seen it firsthand. He was not able to do that. What were the keys to defensively keeping him and the Steeler offense in check?
I think a lot of it's our style of play. Certainly in the first half, they had a little bit more success, and that was a byproduct of our inability to stop the run. Second half, we did a much better job when they chose to run the ball. But all in all, it was forcing 3rd and longs and trying to keep him uncomfortable, which we were able to generate a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Change in the starting lineup defensively, Carrington Valentine at cornerback, how did he do?
He did outstanding. I just, more than anything else, above all the results, was just how competitive he was. And you saw it with physicality in the run game or on some of those perimeter plays where they're spitting the ball out quickly. And then the type of coverage he was playing, he was contesting everything, even the touchdown that they did end up catching. I just loved to see that fight to try to get the ball out, which he did.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, Jordan Love. Enough said.
You know, got a lot of love and respect for Aaron, and me and him playing against each other. There was definitely another layer of added pressure and hype coming in this week. It's one of those things where I try to just block it out, do my best to do that, and focus on playing my best game and control what I can control.
Throws it left side, got Watson. What a night Jordan Love is having. My goodness.
Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. Nicolay Law, the law firm winning for Wisconsin. Amplify Health by Bellin and by Johnsonville. The Packers and Amplify Health by Bellin are featuring an exclusive hat for Packers versus Cancer. Join the fight today and help the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. Visit PackersProShop.com.
For a tight end, he's different than a lot of other tight ends in the league.
His play style is egregious, it's dominance, it's evil.
He's got it. It's Tucker Kraft.
Not a lot of guys can catch the ball, run after the catch. Not only that, block as well as he does.
Tucker Kraft. Wow.
A party at Tucker Kraft's is a great way to explain just his mindset when he gets the ball.
And he have fun with the game. Even if, you know, he gets tackled, he gets back up in a different way. I don't know what you call it, but he jumped off his back.
All the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker Kraft.
You can never forget to have fun with it. So that's one thing Tucker always do. He have fun with the game.
Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Brew Pub. Lots of matzo pizza. Straight completions. Were you in what they now call a flow state?
What a night Jordan Love is having.
This is a fantastic performance.
I was in it for sure, but it just feels like you're flowing. Things are going effortless, and you're not even really thinking about everything else. You're playing the game and playing fast and making plays, and it is crazy to hear 20 completions because I didn't even notice that on the field at all.
Big time opponent, big time stage, big time victory, and you played very well. You had to feel good afterwards.
Definitely felt great. It was Sunday Night Football. We showed up, especially that second half, was able to turn things around. Like you said, a big time win on a big time stage. Anytime you get a win, it feels nice, but to be able to continue to keep stacking these wins and to get it in a big time stage like that was fun.
All right, brother.
How did you go about handling all the outside noise that went with Aaron Rodgers facing his former team, and you're the guy who replaced him?
Rodgers looks at Metcalf, slants, touchdown, Steelers. Love, rush on, throws the middle, got his man to the 5, to the end zone. It is Tucker Kraft.
There was definitely another layer of added pressure and hype coming in this week.
Mentor and mentee set to go head-to-head tonight.
I knew what this week was going to entail. It was going to be talked about. A-Rod playing the Packers again, me and him playing against each other. It's one of those things where I try to just block it out, do my best to do that, and focus on playing my best game and control what I can control.
Love rolls out right, lofts it over the middle. Christian Watson's down.
It was really cool being out there together on opposite sides. Got a lot of love and respect for Aaron, and post-game, dapped each other up, told him I need that jersey, was able to get it, we switched, so it was good to see him.
Good game, brother. Love you too, baby. Come on. Yep. Good luck with the rest of the season, man. Stay healthy. I need that too. I'm gonna send it over. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, come on. How you, bro?
Does having a game like you had in Pittsburgh pay some residual benefits?
Love, quick toss, right side, got Kraft. Breaks a tackle LaFleur. He's in the end zone for a touchdown.
I always look at it as I'm trying to do more. There's always growth, there's always more out there, and I'm trying to find ways to keep just being my best every day.
You guys got a big-time win on a big-time stage. How do you build on that team-wide?
That's the fun part, is you get to come back in after the game, watch the film, reflect on the good things and the bad things, and find ways to improve. Now it's Carolina, and focus on going 1-0 this week.
Welcome back. This week's Chalk Talk is brought to you by Network Health. The Packers had 244 yards after the catch against the Steelers. Upon further review, I thought I'd see a lot of individual want to, and I did, and a whole lot more. First play, Jordan Love snakes the ball around the rush of T.J. Watt. Now Watt blocks passes in his sleep. He's done it 54 times in his career, but Jordan gets the ball around him and to Tucker Kraft. Tucker has some help downfield. Malik Heath blocking. Christian Watson, yeah, he's back and he does more than catch passes. He's blocking. And then Tucker does the Tucker. Breaks one tackle, and if you think you're gonna stop Tucker Kraft a couple 3 yards from the end zone, you got another thing coming. Next, it's another quick shot to Tucker Kraft in the flat. He's got some room to run, but Patrick Queen could be problematic. Watch Christian Watson. He finesses him out of the way. Careful not to get the flag. Then Tucker goes to work. He makes Joey Porter look sick. And watch the way Tucker finishes with the hip check. It takes 3 Steelers to get him down. That's a 33-yard play, almost all of it coming after the catch. Next up, it's Blitzburgh. They are coming. But look at Jordan Love. He is not looking at the rush whatsoever. He is looking downfield. And at the last possible moment, before he gets hit, and hit big time, he gives his guy downfield a chance to make a play. His guy makes it. And then Tucker turns beast. Juan Thornhill, how does that taste? Thornhill fights the good fight, but Tucker just keeps going. The Steelers finally get him down, but the Packers have the key play in a 9-play, 90-yard touchdown drive. Yards after the catch are like attitudes. They can be contagious. Here, Jordan Love feels the rush and rolls to his left. He finds a window, then throws back to his right and puts the ball away from the Steeler defense, making it easier for Emmanuel Wilson to make the first guy miss. Then he makes the second guy miss, and a 78-yard touchdown drive is underway. The quarterback, the receiver, the other receivers blocking, and good old-fashioned want-to, it all adds up to 244 yards after the catch. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Network Health, your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, Software One, and by Fox Communities Credit Union. Time for game changers and difference makers. And Matt, we've already talked about Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft, and Christian Watson. So I'd like to talk to you about the way you started the second half. Good kickoff coverage, defense forces a 3 and out, and then offensively, you go on a 9-play, 90-yard drive. That changed the whole complexion of the game, didn't it?
It sure did. I thought to be able to drive the ball the length of the field and show consistent execution is what we need, and that's who we got to become, and certainly helps when you're staying out of some bad third down situations as well.
And did I get this right? Micah Parsons gets a game ball, says he doesn't deserve it, and gives it to Rashawn Gary. I think that kind of team-first attitude is game-changing and difference-making.
It sure is. And I found out about that. I commended Micah for that because they all play off one another, and you can't do your job unless your teammate's doing their job, and I just thought that spoke a lot just about the type of person that Micah Parsons is.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the last word from the coach. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Fabic Cat, proud sponsor of the Green Bay Packers.
This season, we return to our roots. A classic torn from the pages of time, derived from our legends of the past, engineered for our legends in the making, designed to honor our history with one goal in mind: to make our own.
The last word with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Nicolay Law, the law firm winning for Wisconsin. Time for the last word from the coach. And Matt, Carolina comes to town Sunday, but I'd like to talk about the most important team, the team in the mirror. How do you bottle up all the good stuff from Pittsburgh and take it with you moving forward, beginning with the Carolina Panther game?
Well, I think you're always competing against yourself in this league, and it wasn't as clean as we'd like it to be. And there's a lot of things that we need to correct in order to move forward and become the team that we want to become. And I think the leadership of our players, our guys are hungry. They want more individually and collectively, and so we'll keep pushing forward.
Thank you, Matt. Best of luck Sunday, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.